Hi, my name's Cole James Wilson. I play Nick Massey in Jersey Boys. Welcome to a look behind the scenes, filmed exclusively for Sky VIPs.
I cried for you, now cry for me. No, I don't love you anymore. Cry for me. Well, you had your fun with someone new. Girl, now you want me to take you back. We're all through, 'cause now I'm leaving. No make-believing. You made a fool of me. So now I'm leaving you. I love you so, baby, much more than you ever know, baby. But you just cheated and you lied. Go on and cry for me. Well, you knew it from the start. Someday you break my heart. Now we're all through. So cry for me.
Cry for me, baby. Cry.
Just the way I cried for you.
Cry. Won't you cry for me, baby? Cry.
Just the way I cried for you. Go on and cry. Cry for me. Cry for me.
Hello, my name is Benjamin Yates and I play Tommy DeVito in Jersey Boys, and I'm delighted to introduce you to our wonderful musical director, Katy Richardson.
Hi, my name's Katy Richardson and I'm the musical director for Jersey Boys at the Trafalgar Theatre, and here is an insight into the life of a West End musical director for Sky VIPs. So I think most people think that being a musical director is just the conducting of the show, and that's the part you see. But a typical working week is really varied. There's a lot of aspects to the job. But a typical day is I come in, I take a vocal warm-up for the company, and then I do conduct the show from start to finish. But there are a lot of other aspects of the job, including often there's understudy rehearsals in the week. There might be rehearsals for promo performances, and there's lots of admin and management of the musical department. So it's kind of like being the musical manager. When I was younger, I was super inspired by Stevie Wonder, who is my sort of piano icon and the reason I kept my piano lessons up when I was a teenager and wanted to do other stuff. And then I originally wanted to be a musical theatre actor, so I always did singing and dancing alongside piano. And then one day when I was a teenager, I can't quite remember when, I was at my youth theatre and the musical director couldn't come for whatever reason. I think they were ill. And so they asked me to play for that day because they knew I could play piano. And sort of the rest is history. I never left. I figured that playing piano was easier than dancing. So here I am. Well, my journey started with that fated day where I took the seat behind the piano and never left. And then I read music at the University of Leeds, and I was the musical director for a number of musical theatre societies there. There's a lot of theatre going on in Leeds. And then I was lucky enough to do the postgraduate musical direction course at Mountview. And then I did a number of fringe shows, did a few things as assistant musical director, and then I was musical director of the first tour of Six, the musical, in 2018. Stayed with that show for a few years, was lucky enough to be musical director for it in the West End previously. And then it feels like a real full circle moment to be reopening the West End this year after the year we've had with Jersey Boys, because it was one of the first shows I saw in the West End as a teenager. And it's the sort of show that I never thought I'd work for some reason. I don't know, you just sometimes categorise them in your head. So here I am now, and it's amazing to be back. My advice for someone who wants to career in musical theatre, and particularly for MDs, is listen to as much music as you possibly can. Go and see as much theatre as you possibly can. Obviously, that can be expensive, so the listening is a really helpful part as well. There's lots of soundtracks around. And particularly for musical directors, spend as much time on your instrument as you can, and that instrument should be piano. So just play as much as you can. Play in as many different settings, accompany different people so you get used to listening, and that should look after the musical side. And then another really important aspect of musical direction as a job is people management. So it's really good to get yourself in any sort of teamwork or leadership opportunities that you can, and just get used to dealing with different people. Being a female musical director in the West End is amazing, because I really feel like I am following on from the people that have been there before, and I really feel inspired by them as well, and I'm grateful to everything that people in the past have done. But I think what we can do for the future is just really be aware of the fact that we all want to hire the best person for the job, but often that's the best person we know rather than the actual best person. So, and the best person we know is often someone that looks like us. So to improve inclusivity and diversity, it's just a case of being prepared to look outside your circle, and look past the fact that often most people, when they picture a musical director, see a man in the role. So it's just looking past your own unconscious bias. Also, I hope that there are quite a few shows in the West End and on tour now that have musical directors, and so hopefully young women, young people of all kinds will see a woman in that role, and that's the representation they need. So hopefully they will be inspired to pursue the career if they weren't already. So hearing the Four Seasons music each night is amazing. I couldn't believe the other day when there was an Instagram post saying Sherry came out in 1961 or 1962. 1961 was the year my mum was born, and I couldn't believe it's that old. It still feels really current. It's amazing. The audience love it, and it's just really gratifying and exciting to hear that reaction each night. The different thing about working on Jersey Boys than other musicals is that the band is on stage, which is really cool. The drummer's on stage for the whole show. He is on an automated platform which moves around the stage into different scenes, which is really fun, and the audience gets to connect with him the whole time. And the other members of the band come on and off at various points, which is really fun. I should say also that all of the vocals are totally live, all of the band is totally live, and that's just really exciting, and it's really a vocally demanding show for all of the cast, but particularly Frankie Valli. So it's just really fun recreating that every night, and you're really proud of the end product because it's really technically difficult.
Hi, I'm Adam Bailey. I play Bob Gaudio in Jersey Boys. Please enjoy our performance of My Eyes Adored You, filmed exclusively for Sky VIPs.
My eyes adored you, though I never laid a hand on you. My eyes adored you, like a million miles away from me. You couldn't see how I adored you. So close, and yet so far. Headed for city lights, climbed the ladder up to fortune and fame. Worked my fingers to the bone, made myself a name. Funny, I seem to find that no matter how the years unwind, still I reminisce of the girl I miss and the love I Though I never laid a hand on you, my eyes adored you. Like a million miles away from me, you couldn't see how I adored you. So close, and yet so far. My eyes adored you. Though I never laid a hand on you, my eyes adored you. Like a million miles away from me, you couldn't see how I adored you. So close, and yet so far. So close, and yet so far.
On the 18th of September, Jersey Boys performed to thousands of people at West End Live in Trafalgar Square. Let's take a look at their rehearsals and how the day went.
When I was king, playing it hard and fast, 'cause I had everything. Walked away and warned me then that easy come and easy go, and it would end. I need you to understand that I'm trying so hard to be your man, the kind of man you want in the end. Only then can I begin to live again. Begging you, won't you give your hand out, baby? Begging you, put your loving hands out, baby. An empty shell of used to be, the shadow of my life is hanging over me. A broken man without a goal, don't even stand a devil's chance to win my soul. Begging you, put your loving hands out, baby. Begging you, put your loving hands out, baby. I'm fighting hard to hold my own, though I just can't make it all alone. I'm holding on, I can't go back. Now that big brass ring is a shade of black. Begging you, put your loving hands out, baby. Begging you, put your loving hands out, baby. I'm begging.
Okay. 2,
3, 4.
4.
Hang on.
What could that mean? What did you say?
Jersey!
Boys!
remember what a night. Oh, what a night. You know I didn't even know her name, but I was never gonna be the same. What a lady, what a night.
Oh, I got a funny feeling when she walked in the room. Yeah, as I recall, it ended much too soon. Oh, what a night. Why did it take so long to see the light? It seemed so wrong, but now it seems so right. Sweet surrender, what a night. I felt a rush like a rolling ball of thunder, spinning my head around and taking my body under. What a night. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night.
Feel the heat coming off you, man. Round of applause for Jersey Boys, ladies and gentlemen.
Ben Joyce!
So,
Amazing!
Ben, just before we started, when there was some ads happening, the people out here probably heard a noise coming from backstage. That mic won't be working, but you tell me, how does the noise go that you were doing backstage?
I was doing a little warm-up, and it kind of goes a little like,
Because this is what you have to do, right? Ruthie, as a West End performer, you've got to warm up.
You've got to warm up. What's your thing before the show? What's your warm up?
Thank you.
What do you do?
I have a little steam, have some nice hot drinks, and a little Barocca. And then I've got the energy for the show then, and I do a little bit of the screaming.
Do you want to have a sort of group scream together? So give us it once more. How does it go, Ben? How does it go? Okay.
That's wonderful.
You sound like 5,000 car alarms. That was dreamy.
I don't think people realise that we don't actually feel our voice and feel like we've got one till about, 5 o'clock in the afternoon?
Takes me a little while to get up to those high notes. So when I wake up in the morning, I'm a little bit down here. But then I try and get it up to here for later on. So I do a little bit of screaming.
Well, this is Ben Joyce, who plays Frankie Valli in Jersey Boys, which is back!
Ben Joyce, ladies and gentlemen!